Men in education. This was an interesting take on it, to say the least. Hey everyone, Rebel Jeff Jones here, and in this video I want to talk about quite an old post from the Cork's RedFM Facebook page regarding men in teaching. And I've kept this with me for a while because I think it really just shows kind of the bias and distrust of men in general society. The post comes from a woman who believes that men should be removed from teaching positions and childcare. And her excuse for it is that it's to protect children. So I will read out the post, but I will also read out some of the comments because it really does show that it's not a popular opinion. Now if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe if you like the content that I make. So let's talk about the post. Abuse/risk to children. I think men should be removed from teaching/childcare. I know lots will disagree, but don't children need and deserve the right to go to school and get an education free from the threat of abuse? They are innocent and have the right to have it kept that way. So isn't it fair we take away all risk, i.e. men? Regards, Catherine. And this was sent to Neil Prendeville at RedFM. Now, I think the idea that men in general are a threat to children is misinterest, pure and simple. And interestingly enough, the statistics actually show that women are a bigger threat to children, physically and psychologically, not men. So if you want to protect children, Catherine, getting rid of women would actually be more effective than getting rid of men. Now, I'm not as stupid as Catherine. I'm not calling for that. I'm just pointing out the lack of a factual basis for that belief that men are more dangerous to children than women are. Because there actually is no factual basis behind it. There's no evidence to show that. Now the comments around under this post has been really fascinating, and it does kind of, I will say, give me a bit of hope. Let's go through some of them. Here's one. Wow, that's the most disrespectful, sexist comment I've read in a while. Should all men be removed from being a father too? So isn't it fair to take away all risk, i.e. men? Really? Catherine, you are a sexist with no brain and painting every fella out there with the same brush. Effing idiot. I wonder, does she let the father of her kids spend time with his kids, or is he being supervised? Probably is. No, if this is this woman's position. And I agree that it is a disrespectful, sexist comment. And I think it's because it's sexist against men, like the feminist movement doesn't see it as sexism. And again, painting every guy out there with the same brush is something we see a lot these days. It goes into that we have to teach men not to rape routine, which is completely ridiculous on its face. I'm not going to get into that now, but it's a great example. There's an interesting point here. Should men be removed from being a father too? Feminist groups are pushing for that. And it's seriously disturbing because children need fathers. I think the fact that feminists are trying to reject that shows you they're not actually after equality. They don't want the best for children. In some ways, some of them really do hate kids. Here's another comment. I'm sorry now, but what a sexist comment. One of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. Remove all men in case they are abusive. What about the women? they can abuse too. Not all men on this planet are abusive. It's not their sex that makes them abusive. I 100% agree with this. It's nothing to do with sex if you're abusive or not. It's the kind of person you are. And being an asshole isn't something that's specific to a gender. A lot of the comments are kind of like this. And I think it's important to kind of go at these kinds of comments because it's not isolated. There's a lot of people that believe in this crap, and it needs to be tackled. I think the comments to this post, and a lot of them are the same, show that society is kind of sick of this anti-men crap. I think the fact that most of the comments are calling this woman out is a very positive thing, especially given the state of gender politics these days. So what do you think? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear them. And like and subscribe if you like the content that I make. This post is a sexist post. A really good example of misogyny. And I think we need to highlight more examples of this misogyny to show that it's out there and not some figment of imagination as feminists would like us to believe.